Hey, welcome back to the late evening edition of the No Comfort Zone podcast. This is Dan Brzezowski. I'm going to be your host. Today we're talking about little things that remind you of where you've been. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
So here we are back at it. It's 11:26 in the PM. Just got done doing a little bit of housework around the house. My wife, who's a hairdresser for 37 years, recently hurt her wrist. So she's out of commission for a little bit, getting ready to go back to work. But for the past week, yours truly, I've been doing all the housework and the chores and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And, it's amazing how much she does in her work day and then how much she does when she gets home. I guess I've always appreciated her, but more so now that I'm actually folding the clothes, doing the laundry, cleaning the dishes, and doing everything else that goes along with being a homemaker. But it's all good. So I am catching up right now. I just got done doing my chores for the day, and I wanted to check in because something's been on my mind, and I wanted to share it with you. I actually, some of you that listen to this program are in the nanotest community, and somebody commented on something a long time ago, and it just stuck with me. They commented because I was doing a thing in my kitchen where I was recording what I was making, like meal prepping, and how I was focused on my week. And my son and I were cutting up some vegetables that we were going to use for the meals that I was going to be eating during the week, because I ended up going through a weight loss transformation and I decided to get control of my diet. So we were cutting up a bunch of different vegetables and things that we were going to be using. So I decided to post that video in this very private group, and I was wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt. And the Dr. Pepper shirt, you got to bear with me where this goes, but I wear like a lot of soft drink t-shirts. I have a Mountain Dew, I have a Dr. Pepper, I have a Coca-Cola, and it's just kind of different that I wear these type of t-shirts, and it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm in that much love, I don't have this love of cola or anything like that or soft drinks. But the reason why I wear them, and I wanted to share with you on this podcast, is about adversity. And there's a big reason why I wear these shirts, and nobody knows this. This is like the super secret, kind of a vulnerable moment for me to share with you, but it's been on my mind for such a long time, I thought I would share it. So roughly after all of the adversity that I put myself in, after the alcoholism, the bankruptcy, the coma, loss of jobs, a little bit of homelessness there, I ended up getting involved in a relationship. And in that relationship, we have a son from that relationship. No longer am I with my son's mother, but she's doing a great job raising him, and we co-parent him. And my son is loved by many grandparents, step sisters, brothers, he's such a big family now because of this blended type of families that are there. So he's loved by everybody. So something good did come out of it. But during that time period, I was trying to figure out how I was going to survive because I didn't really have any income. I was trying to do some entrepreneurial things, but it was a really bad time. The economy was in the tank, and my profession, public speaker, who just fell, all the way to earth and landed completely on my back and was out for the count. Really, it's kind of hard to get a job as a motivational speaker when you're not too motivated. The only thing I wanted to do was take care of my son at that time. So then the relationship didn't work out, but there's been times that we've been together where when he was, new to this world and I had him, it was just me and him. That was the one that was taking care of him Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I would drop him off back with his mother. And it was challenging. And why I'm talking about this and t-shirts is because during that time period, I didn't have any money. Now, I was working, but my money was going to another relationship for other obligations, and I wasn't making the same money that I was making before, so I was still keeping up or doing my best to keep up during that time period. But after going through all these health challenges, getting back on my feet after the coma, literally, learning how to speak again, literally after the coma, and also being considered, not hireable by a lot of people because they thought I was out of my mind, and also being alcoholic in recovery and everything else that went along with it, I wasn't playing the role of a victim. I just wanted to start earning an income to take care of me and my son. And we used to do the whole thing where you can buy 10 burritos and for $10. So 10 burritos for $10 at one of the local grocery stores. Frozen pizzas, that was a big thing because they're cheap and they go a long way. And it was kind of an interesting time. The only piece of furniture I had in my apartment, and not a lot of people know this, was a card table that was given to me by my mother. Other than that, I had no furniture. I did have a crib that my uncle made for not specifically for my son, but we kept it in the family for a long time. So in my apartment, I didn't have I had a company car, which was kind of nice, but didn't have very many clothes. I was wearing a lot of the same clothes and washing them one day and going to the next. It was a really bad time. Now onto the t-shirts. So one of the first things that I've actually bought myself when I had a little bit of extra money, because I wanted to start exercising, I bought myself an Orange Crush t-shirt because it was a nice t-shirt and I could buy, I think I bought 2 of them, 2 for $5. So $10, I'm sorry. It was like a buy one, get one. So it was like $10. And I remember what a big deal that was for me because, here I am in my early 40s with a newborn who's got some breathing issues. And by the way, he's fine now and he's great. He's a little athlete, football player, basketball player. He's a golfer. He's a great kid. I love that kid with all my heart and then some. And so he's healthy and fine. But at the time, it was a scary thing. We didn't know how it was going to go. My money was spent on formula and diapers. And occasionally, our Friday nights where we would go to Walmart and go couponing and try to get all the groceries that I could, the burritos, the whatever other food, like vegetables and stuff that I could get whenever I had a little bit more money. And it's funny, that Orange Crush t-shirt was the one thing that reminded me of what it was like back then. So it's funny when that finally faded out after 10 years, my wife now had thrown it away because I didn't want to throw it away. It was such a great shirt for me. It wore all the way through. But a lot of memories with that, and that's why I wear soft drink t-shirts. I'm wearing a Dr. Pepper one right now, as a matter of fact. And I want to just state this, that you don't know where somebody's been at in their life. You don't really know, and nobody cares really. That sounds so heartless, and this is a motivational podcast. But I want to share with you this, that I am so grateful that I had a little bit of money to buy that Orange Crush t-shirt. The first piece of furniture that I bought, I don't even know why I did this, but a paper towel holder. I hated the fact that my apartment didn't have a paper towel holder. It just is one of those things that drove me nuts. And that's the first piece of furniture I bought, and I still have it to this day. Crazy how that kind of works out in life and where you go and where you wind up. But remembering where I was at, especially with those t-shirts, it always grounds me because I am always working on the better version of myself. The person that I am today is not the same person I was 5-10 years ago. It's completely different. I have a different demeanor, a different mindset. I have a different reality now because of the choices and decisions that I've made. The last 3 years have been the most impactful because I did it with a lot of intensity. This is what I would call, if my life was written into a bunch of chapters, 3 years ago until now, this would be called the no comfort zone. And that's what this podcast is all about. No comfort zone. Getting outside of your comfort zone so that you can live on purpose. So whether it's getting up at 4:30 a.m. or whether it's, hey, it's 11:30 at night or so, I had a chance to go to bed and get wrapped up so I can get up early where I can do this podcast. I'm talking to you right now because somebody out there, one of the many listeners from all over the world, right now you're thinking to yourself, man, when is this adversity? When is this financial ruin? When is my relationship? When is this going to get better? I just got to tell you right now, there are lessons that you currently have in front of you right now that you need to learn from. And when you learn from those lessons, your reality becomes a lot better. I never would have believed 10 years ago that I would be where I'm at today. I never would have believed it. And by the grace of God and some serious, serious goal setting and some major hard work and a lot of discipline, I ended up where I'm at now, and I have a long way to go. But I'm telling you, the blueprint that I created, it is paramount in everything that I do. I try to find ways to show that the blueprint won't work for any situation. From a financial situation, I'm working on, as you know, if you listen a little bit, I'm working on my net worth right now. And I'm amazed at the decisions I'm making now because I have a better understanding of net worth. Assets and liabilities, it just comes down to that. Acquiring more assets, reducing your liabilities, simplifying your life. It's affected me in such a big way because I took net wealth, net worth, and I put that in the blueprint and I said, how would that look? And I ran it through AIDA. I ran it through RPM. I ran it through cash. I ran it through the 4 E's. And in the end, now I got momentum. And that's the last part of the blueprint. And I just described the whole blueprint right there, but I go through it in detail. And so if you're interested, hit me up. Go to Dan@thenocomfortzone.com, Dan@thenocomfortzone.com. Shoot me an email. 3 things you're looking to get after, 3 things that you need help with, 3 things that are holding you back. Let me know how I can help. I'll send you a video of the blueprint. I'll explain in detail based on what you've told me in the email, and I'll explain the blueprint and how it can work for you and what you do and what you put through it. It's worked out for other people, and I know it's going to work for you. Or if you want to get on a call and schedule a call with me, go to thenocomfortzone.com, thenocomfortzone.com. Get on my calendar. We'll schedule some time, about 20 to 30 minutes. I want to know what's going on, and I want to share with you how the blueprint can impact your life and help you achieve those realities that you're looking for. Hopefully that makes sense. But, here's to the Orange Crush t-shirt that, it's funny when you see me do some of the videos and when I do it in the very private Team No Comfort Zone Facebook group, when you go there, most of the time I'm wearing a t-shirt. When I do some of the talks and some of the presentations, and I'm wearing a soft drink t-shirt. It's funny thing is the guy that was in the video, or the guy that saw me do that video, he actually called me out and he kind of made fun of me a little bit, took a jab at me, was like, hey, you're doing things on healthy recipes, and that's, by the way, a nice t-shirt. And I was like, yeah, I ended up, getting a deal on it. Person had no idea. So from all the adversity that I went through, one of the biggest things that I've come up with is that I had the wherewithal, I had the ability to go buy 1 t-shirt, 2 t-shirts, buy 1, get 1. And that was a huge moment for me, and I'll never forget it. And I've been to the top of the mountain, and I've fallen all the way down. But getting that t-shirt, being grateful enough, having that opportunity to get that t-shirt and wear that t-shirt to this day is one of my biggest accomplishments. And those big accomplishments like that, they add up to be massive success. So here's to you. And I hope you understand one thing's more important than anything else that we've talked about on this podcast tonight. If you want anything out of life, if you want to lose the weight, you want to gain the bank account, you want to be in the relationship, none of that is going to happen. None of that is going to happen until you get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye.